gonna be a TVP bet.
Oh god, is it?
1 sub.
PvP, do it, do it, do it!
TVP.
Ah!
What did I tell you, man? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? The bottom left hand corner of the map, we have our pink Terran player playing for the Pig Pan. It is that caster, that streamer. Y'all know him, the best Aussie pro, Pig. X-Fire Pig? What was his thing?
Yeah, Pig. It's pointing in the top right hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE. We have the Mexican, usually Zerg, but here he is as Protoss. He is red, representing Timbers Esports. It is JimRising.
All right, Jim going for that. He's got to scout. He's got to figure it out. It's like, what is he? What is he? Doesn't see an early expansion, so it's not Zerg. Does see the SCV though, so he knows it is Terran.
And this is interesting because I've never seen Jim's PVT. I don't believe I've seen it before. Again, notoriously, like, he only plays Protoss against Zerg. Like, that's it. That's kind of what he hopes for. Oh my god, he's gonna meme it up. Oh no.
Yo, what is it? What is it gonna be like? Dark Templars?
This could just be,
Stargate?
I want to say it's just a gateway, but it could be
Robo?
Stargate. It's a gateway. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh
Dark
boy.
Templars?
So, you're a lot more familiar with Pig and his stream. How good is his Terran?
I don't know. I haven't watched this stream in a while.
Oh god, oh god.
I know he's pretty like macro forward, like most,
Yeah.
content creator streamers are. So I mean, his build just shows it, right? Racks first into command center. He has his Reaper out to, scout, and he does scout the proxy. So he already sees it. He knows. Jimbo getting that Zealot out as fast as possible. Try to make sure that this Reaper doesn't kill the pylon, which probably won't until more Marines or Marauders come out and second pylon coming down for Jimbo just to be safe.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to figure out what else he's gonna make. It's just base gateway units.
Yeah, that's what it seems like so far. I want to say a little bit surprised by how committed Jim is to this, sending out the probe to throw down a second pylon. Pretty interesting. As we can see, this Zealot isn't going to achieve too much here, but with Stalkers in the hand of JimRising, things can get a little bit scary. We see Twilight Council on the way. I imagine Blink? Question mark?
Zealot's dead.
It's dead, mate. It's gone.
Zealot's dead.
Oh god, Pig, he evacuates the natural. I mean, nicely done. He did it just in time. The Stalkers don't find any damage.
Yeah, only shields regenerate though, so now they're on the ramp shooting at this reactor. Doubt is gonna go down, but Pig pulling out units to help fight this. Does get one Marine, so the Marine does not go into the bunker. It's only the Reaper in the bunker, but these Stalkers getting low now, but they are doing some damage, getting some SCVs, and recall has been used, but one of the Stalkers does get killed off. Good trade for Pig, I would say.
Yeah, solid trade there. He does kill one of those Stalkers, and he only lost a single, I believe it was one SCV and like 2 Marines or 1 Marine. So nicely done. Will he be able to clean up this proxy pylon, this proxy gateway though? That's the big question, because we got a couple of Stalkers on the way and Warp Gate is done.
Blink is on the way as well, so like you called it, it's going to be a bunch of Blink Stalkers coming in. These Marines, they're crying, man. Oh, that's a tank! Surprise, motherfucker!
That is a tank, so he does hold on for now. And the big question is, the worrisome thing is that once Blink is done, Jim, if he wants to, he could try and blink straight into the main base. Just needs to warp in a sentry, get that Haluk up, get that high ground vision. But Pig, he's making some moves.
You got A medevac full of units coming in for a drop. That Reaper gets surrounded by taser boys and dies, which is kind of depressing, but you know, it's okay. Robo is being plopped down by Jimbo, so maybe instead of Halukes, we're gonna see Observers and Ward Prism perchance.
Yeah, I imagine so. I imagine so. As we do see, this drop is going to be sneaking into the natural. Ooh, only one Stalker gets warped in, so there's a lot of potential here with this drop. Oh,
Stimulus Marines, best kind of Marines there are in the game.
Oh man, with gun is
Drops
pretty good.
Going into the main. With the probes, they jump on everything. Whoa, that was kind of cool.
But with the blink, it looks like the medevac will go down. The drop does get dealt with, and we'll see what comes out here. Are we going to see the War Prism? No, there it is. The Observer comes out first.
Yep. Now blink has been shown, so Pig should know that, you know, he's got to be worried. He does have a couple siege tanks set up in, you know, pretty decent positions. Raven is out as well. He's just pumping out Marines, and his wave of reinforcements that are going to come out should be able to handle the blink stalkers of gyms that are deciding not to go on their way.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. I do think that there's a lot of potential here for Jim. I like that, you know, the defensive setup looks pretty good, right? We got the Raven to help snipe the Observer to deny high ground vision. We got a tank as well. What's worrisome is that it doesn't feel like there's too much bio, so Jim could potentially dive on top of one of these tanks. As I say that, we got more Marines and Marauders coming out, so Pig should be good.
And Jim's still not deciding to send it. He just have his stalkers running around back and forth. He's just deciding to take his third, you know, be a little more defensive. I kind of wish he was more out in the middle of the map with his stalkers, kind of like take that map control when not. He's getting a robotics bay, one of the two. I don't remember. Also Charge and his Forge. So we'll see. I'm kind of thinking Colossus, because if you don't play Protoss, you're probably going to get the most A-move units ever.
I was about to say, like, Colossus makes the most sense, right? Blink Stalkers, I remember talking to you about it before, where Jim played in a PvP and he just mass Blink Stalkers, because again, like, micro does transfer over, and Blink Stalkers, like, a very micro intensive, and you can kind of show off with that, but I feel like Disruptor plus Blink Stalker can be a little bit much, so there we go, Colossus are on the way.
Alright, we're finally cleaning this up.
Yeah, finally this will be going down, and at the same time Jim is moving out with his stalkers. He's well aware of the position of these Marines, of this bio, looking to maybe hit this third base. He does have vision of everything. Oh, not anymore.
Ooh, I don't even think the siege tank can cover the third as well. So this command center is under threat. Can get it down to half perhaps, you know, maybe start getting it to light on fire, but can't fight that bio force, I would say. So you got to back up, maybe force another stim, but nah, no need to risk it.
Yeah, no need to risk it whatsoever. He does push the army away, does finally get his third up and running. Meanwhile, Colossus are on the way for Jimbo, and and at the same time loses a couple of stalkers.
Ooh, that he does, but at this point I think the stalkers are kind of, they're not that useful anymore, right? They're nice to have to do damage against the Marauders, but the real meat and potatoes is going to be those Zealots, who are going to be able to jump right into the Terran army. The Colossus, you have to zap everything away, and everything else is just going to be kind of filler units to just be able to do damage.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh!
That was like the most like 300 ping reaction I've ever seen.
Oh god, no!
Oh, okay, that was like the most 400 ping reaction I've ever seen.
Oh god. Oh no, that was the no reaction, the most no reaction thing I've ever seen. Jesus Christ.
I think that was just like, oh, they're dead. so I'm just gonna let him die.
God,
kind of thing.
Jesus Christ. So a lot of Stalkers do go down for free. I mean, he did pick off a tank, which was nice. But I'm sure he would have wanted to get at least a little bit more value out of it. Interestingly, oh my god, JimRising, he's going for double Colossus production, double Robo production, I should say. He's got a decent amount of Colossus for now. 4 is going to be coming out, and then he's switching into his Disruptors.
What's the Twilight Council? Does he? I mean, not Twilight. Templar Archives. Does he even have a Templar Archive?
He does not. I was about to say the same thing. Personally, I think I would have preferred like Colossus with like Charged Archon
Storm?
and Storm. Yeah. Not so much Disruptor.
Because if you don't play Protoss, you know, you just get Colossus and Storm, and you're good against Terran.
But again, you know, Jim, he has been actively laddering as Protoss or streaming as Protoss. He isn't anywhere near as good as Zerg, but you know, he's getting there. He's getting there, and this is some good practice.
Yeah. Does defend this drop fairly easily. Only 2 probes lost, which is totally okay because he has a 4th all ready to go. Pigs behind in bases, but it's not too bad. He is keeping up in army and worker count. Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Damn.
All right, Pig.
Oh, he's going back?
Yeah.
He's going back for it?
he just doubles back. He's going back with only 2 Marauders, which isn't the biggest of drops. But again, he can still find some damage, can still get a couple of probes up.
Maybe he didn't even know about this base too. Now he's just realizing it. Probes having to evacuate.
Hey, he's actually getting damaged with this. Like,
He got a few probes, which is fine, but the medevac is gonna get cleaned up easily, you know. And I think he scanned Jim's army, so he knows the composition.
Yeah.
He is being prepared for it. He is getting the plus air attacks or flyer attacks. He has gotten ghost prematurely or preemptively, I should say, for the Templars. And he's pumping out Vikings really fast right now by, you know, four Vikings at a time. So he's being prepared, but Jim he's not even pushing out yet. He just kind of faked the push, kind of just sitting in the middle of the map, getting another base because he's a filthy Zerg player who's disguised at the Protoss.
yeah, the problem is, I mean, nice positioning with the Observer. He will be able to spot this. I feel like Jim has been very passive. I don't agree with the fact that Pig is like taking his 4th and potentially 5th really like unhindered. Like, Pig is being left to do whatever he wants, and I don't know if that's really what you want to be doing here. Like, we'll see.
Listen, what's worse, is the Terran player being passive worse, or the? Okay, let me rephrase my question. Is the Terran player being passive and letting his opponent expand worse, or is the Protoss player being passive and letting his opponent worse?
I mean, they're both doing it, which is the problem. I mean, oh my god!
All right. Pretty decent skirmish. Oh, 2 disruptor shots being hit. And that was a good chunk of Pig's army. The Vikings are going to clean up those Colossi? No, they're not.
Oh my god, he's moved commanding back. Okay, finally, the Vikings will be able to clean up a lot of the Colossus, but again, those disruptor shots were incredibly juicy for Jim. Oh my god, the splits were just not there for Pig, and now he's on the back foot. Jim, he's just pushing on forward.
Ooh, good EMPs from Pig, though all the shields pretty much gone. The bunker does fall instantaneously. Pig's army has pretty much gone to 0. Its reinforcements are here, though, but there are a good amount of Stalkers still and Zealots. Another disruptor shot doesn't connect because the disruptor gets killed off right away. It was a good pick from Pig, and oh, okay. You know, Jim just running back to a mine shot.
Yeah, he doesn't have any detection with his army, so honestly that was a pretty juicy connection, like, not gonna lie. But as we saw, Pig's main army, just especially after those disruptor shots, he just couldn't really contend with that of Jim. He does back off. He doesn't want to overextend, especially since he only has 1 Colossus as the backbone of his army. But yeah, he took that fight incredibly well, and he's ready for round 2. He still does not have detection, by the way.
Yo, he doesn't need detection. Looks like he's just baiting it.
Oh god.
He just baits it with 1 zealot, and he's like, I'm fine. Got zealots. right, so Jim going for this attack once again. This command center should fall pretty quickly. A lot of Zealots are getting, you know, killed pretty easily though, but that command center does live for the time being. SCVs have been repairing it like mad. There's only one siege tank here, so it's not really that great, but the Marauders are so good against the Stalkers.
The mine shot, the mine shot, the mine shot, right?
The mine shot. Does Jim know? Does he remember the Beyond splits?
Yo, if he backs up and loses the Colossus. Oh, he's backing up! Oh, God! Okay.
Oh, no. The micro. Dude, Jim knew. Jim knew.
He knew. He knows.
He remembered. That's why he had that Zealot there. You know, that Zealot baited the mine shot. And now with the Warp Prism, more reinforcements are coming in for Jim. Jim is probably just going to walk over this. And it's going to be what, Jim versus Scarlet, it seems like?
It seems like it, as Scarlet did take down Ares, the Brazilian Terran player, and right now it does look like Jim is just gonna move his way to victory here. There is a planetary, and Jim does lose a Colossus. Like, he isn't trading as best as he could, but it's good enough, mate. Oh.
Still want to see like storms too. Like storms again with this would be so disgusting.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, at the same time, GG, well played, Jim. He takes it. 2-0. And when you were talking about High Templar, I do agree that it could have worked, but at the same time, if you recall when PiG, when that big attack happened on the left hand side of the map, PiG had a lot of ghosts.
He did.
So
he was very ready for High Templars, that's for sure. But then his army wasn't ready.
For disruptors.
The disruptors.
Yeah.
You know, ping diff, right? That was the big issue. It's okay. It was the ping diff.
Of course. Oh boy. As JimRising does take the series with his Protoss, and I hope you are ready to see more of it, especially against Zerg, because it is happening. He is up against Scarlet.